May nabalitaan na po kami na may parating na bagyo na super typhoon. Pag bagsak talaga ng malakas na hangin, kala ko matapos na yung mundo kasi nilipad lahat ng bubong namin.
I've been living in the Philippines for about 20 years now. I'm working here for the resort right now, but used to work in Cebu as well for 19 years and moved to Siargao like 3 years ago. Yeah, we saw it coming actually. So we are like watching the typhoon track for 5 days before typhoon, and you're getting prepared for it.
Kailangan daw kami mag-evacuate kasi nga daw mas malakas daw yung udit na typhoon.
And first we were happy to be alive because we thought we would not make it anymore. But when you came back the next day, early morning, we saw the whole place devastated. And it was like, it was very emotional, very hard to see it this way. But we say, okay, let's stand up again and let's find ways to make it happen again. So from day one, we thought, okay, we are down, but when you're down, you can rise again.
Akala ko doon na magwakas yung mundo na kasama ko pamilya ko.
Akala namin kung abot pa yun ng gabi, wala na kami lahat dito sa Siargao.
Pasalamat talaga kami na parang inanuhan talaga kami ng Panginoon.
Mga isang buwan, di pa namin yun matanggap na ganun pa pangyayari.
And when we came back from the evacuation center, we came back here, and the only roof still alive was Onduline. So it's a no-brainer. If you want to rebuild, we go for Onduline for that.
Nung sinabi na magbigay ng Onduline, sabi ko, ano ba yung Onduline?
Salamat din ako kay Sir Vince na nagbibigay kasi hindi kami makabili niyan kasi mahal yan dito.
It's easy to install, it's fast to install, there's no corrosion. When it rains, you don't hear the rain underneath. When it's very hot, you don't feel the heat underneath. So it has a lot of characteristics that are better than any other roof sheets.
Sabi namin, ay ang swerte-swerte namin kasi sabi nga ng iba, ay ang hirap hanapin ng Onduline tapos binigay lang pala sa inyo.
Ginamit namin yung Onduline, sobrang gaan po. Madali lang talaga siyang ikabit kaysa yero. Mas gusto namin yung Onduline.
Philippine trait is quite a unique trait, I have to say. I mean, the Filipinos are very passionate, very dedicated, and happy people, I have to say. Basically, if you compare Filipinos to Europeans, I can say that Europeans are about the money, so you're happy if you have the money. Filipinos happy anyhow. Money or no money, they just find ways to make things happen, and they're happy as they are.
Napakalakas na ng hangin pero hindi pa po tumatama ang sentro ng bagyo dito sa bahagi ng Tacloban.
The Philippines is no stranger to the strongest typhoons. Times like these, we need to stay at home under one reliable roof that will protect you and your family. A shield that values your business. Onduline sheets, made by the worldwide leader in light roofing. Onduline has been protecting lives and investments for over 75 years. Onduline is Filipinos' reliable roof partner in any season. It can withstand typhoons and wind speeds up to 260 kilometers per hour. It reduces noise on heavy rains, giving you a comfortable and quieter home, conducive for working and learning. A non-ferrous product that can resist corrosions, making it 100% rust-free. Suitable for coastal homes and establishments. A weatherproof protection made with global standards. Uncompromised quality that values and protects your investment. Have a better sleep at night knowing that you are protected. For your roofing needs, Onduline, on duty.
Welcome to Sustainable Community Design Contest featuring Onduline Solutions. And now let us all welcome your host, Miss Robin Nambayan.
Everybody, good evening to our dear architects and future architects. How is everybody doing? I hope you're all staying safe and dry wherever you are. It's the rainy season. It's here. I hope everybody's safe. I also hope that you're all having a great Friday so far, because I'm pretty sure that we'll end this week with a bang. Totoo nga, papunta pa lang tayong lahat sa exciting part. And I know everybody is as excited as I am. Welcome to Sustainable Community Design Contest featuring Onduline Solutions. I'm Robin Ambayan and I'm your host on duty tonight. Our Roofing Ready event early this year was a huge success. We've seen a lot of you learn, enjoy, and participate in our dynamic discussions and interactive games. And sure ako that tonight will be another big bang for you and us here at Onduline Philippines. I am right now checking our Zoom room, and I'd like to do a couple of shout outs to the groups that we have here with us. We have here students from, I'm checking, Mapua Ateneo. We also have students from University of San Carlos, Cebu. Hello. Tarlac State, PUP, UP, Palawan State University, Adamson, De La Salle. We also have students from FEU. Hi. And many more. Thank you for joining us on this very beautiful Friday night. Welcome to the University Contest powered by none other than Onduline. I'm so excited to witness our future architects showcase their structural plans tonight. Also, our future architects who will be bringing home huge prizes as well. Before anything else, please don't forget to like and follow Onduline Philippines official Facebook and Instagram page para manalo sa games and raffles we'll be having later tonight. Our team will be verifying if you followed Onduline's social media pages, so better like and follow now. On Facebook, we are Onduline Philippines, and on Instagram, it's at Onduline_PH. All right, everybody, now let's get the ball rolling and dig in. Opening our platform, let's all welcome Onduline's marketing officer on duty, Mr. Jefferson Dizon. Hi, Sir JD.
Hi, Robin. Thanks. Hello, everybody. First, I'd like to welcome you all to our first ever architectural design contest, of course, featuring Onduline Solutions. It's been a while, medyo natagalan, but here we are in the exciting part of the event, as you mentioned, Robin. And before we get started, I would like, of course, to express my deepest gratitude to our judges for making the time despite several reschedules of the event. We really appreciate your passion for being an instrument of learning for the students. And of course, to our participants and all presenters tonight, shout out to all of you guys. I'd like to congratulate you in advance for making it this far. We know that you put a lot of hard work and effort into your presentation. That's why we can't wait to see you guys presenting. Well, I won't take too much of your time anymore by giving how we came up with this idea or how we came up to this event. Just one thing on behalf of Onduline. We hope that you would learn something tonight. We hope that you would have a good takeaway from this event because that is one of the objectives of this contest. Anyway, again, welcome everyone. Good luck and let's enjoy it tonight.
Thank you very much, Mr. JD, for jump-starting this jam-packed evening for everybody right here. Now, before we begin with the students' presentations, let's have first a game called OP-Moji Benefits. All right, so check your screens, everybody. OP-Moji Benefits. Okay, let's check out the mechanics. Like and follow Onduline Philippines Facebook and Instagram accounts. Guess the Onduline roofing benefits based on the emojis, okay? So you better check the emojis and guess the Onduline roofing benefits. Now, wait for our signal, Onduline, which will be typed in the comments section. So we will only consider the answers posted after we post the word Onduline and after I say Onduline go, all right? Listen to that very carefully. Next up, the first participant to type in the correct answer plus his Instagram handle will win. For example, your answer plus your Instagram username. And again, another reminder, don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. It's Onduline Philippines on Facebook and Onduline_PH on Instagram. All right, everybody, let's check our chat box. Everybody's typing in there. Get ready your keyboards, okay? our prize. Let's check our prize. Lucky winners will receive their very own Onduline Architect Notebook and their very own really cute Onduline tumbler. All right, everybody. Let's get ready for the first question. First up, before we start, can we check our chat box? Can everybody type in Onduline in the chat box or just a simple hi, just to make sure you guys are there? All right, here we go. There you go. Hello, Mark Sumawang, Athena, City Hanan. Okay, perfect. All right, really quick lang, okay? You guys will need to post your answers after I say Onduline go and after you see the word Onduline typed in by the Onduline team in the chat box. Okay, first question. Onduline, go. Okay. Onduline Philippines, it's already typed in the word Onduline. Oh, okay. Your answer plus your Instagram handle. Okay, I'm checking our team. Who will be our first winner? Don't forget to include your Instagram handle, okay? For our game 1, we are checking. You guys will need to follow Onduline Philippines on Facebook and on Instagram. This was pretty easy. No sweat for this OP emoji. All right, everybody. For our first question, congratulations to... Let's see the correct answer first. Correct answer is lightweight. Onduline is a lightweight roofing solution ideal for both houses and buildings. All right, for the first, congratulations to City Hanan Makaindig. Congratulations. That easy, everybody. All right, second, OP emoji. Onduline, go. Wait for Onduline Philippines. Okay, there you go. Onduline Philippines has already typed in the word Onduline. All right, your answer. You guys are so quick, huh? Okay, do we reveal? The correct answer for our second entry is waterproof. For more than 70 years now, the Onduline roofing system has been known for its flawless water tightness. Onduline roofs can withstand all types of climates, from the snow and cold weather of northern countries to the heat and humidity of tropical countries like in the Philippines. And the correct answer is waterproof. Congratulations to Vincent Tolentino. Congratulations. Third question. Onduline, go. You guys don't forget to follow Onduline on Facebook and on Instagram. The Onduline seems to be very fine. You guys have followed both accounts. I think I have just seen the correct answer for this one. All right. Let's reveal the correct answer for number 3. The correct answer is Eco-friendly, made from 50% recycled products, Onduline Classic Roof corrugated sheets are also environmentally friendly in their production and composition. There you guys have it. Congratulations to Blossom Villa Velez. Congratulations. Next up, number 4, Onduline, go. Wow. Wow, you guys are too quick. All right, are we ready to reveal the correct answer? That's it, emoji. The correct answer is none other than soundproof. Onduline Classic sheets are appreciated by Onduline customers for the acoustic and thermal comfort they provide to the building, especially when compared to metal roofing solutions. Correct answer is soundproof, everybody. And congratulations to Nicola Kate Orentia. Congratulations. Okay. Last question for our first game. Let's reveal. Onduline, go. This is kinda tough. I am not getting the correct answer yet, but just a clue. That light right there isn't what you're thinking of, okay? What do you think of when you see a muscle? I'm trying to check if someone's got it already, but not yet. All right, let's reveal what is this fifth emoji with stand strong wind. Onduline roofings are proven to withstand strong winds of up to 260 kilometers per hour. All right, for our last entry, congratulations to Kirsten Nicole Chua. Congratulations, Kirsten. To everyone who joined, and congratulations to the winners. Our team will get in touch with you for your prizes. Makikilala mo nga naman talaga kung sino ang mahilig gumamit ng emoji sa inyong lahat. Again, congratulations to all of our winners. We still have another interactive game coming up later on. Pwede pang bumawi, everybody. Kaya don't forget to like and follow us on Onduline Philippines on Facebook and on Instagram right now. All right, let's get back to business, everybody. Let's get to the more serious part of tonight's segment. Opening our students' presentation proper is our finalist, number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome our first student tonight, John Luis Caballo.
Like the Philippines has been experiencing an average of 20 typhoons per year. Through climate change, the effects of these natural hazards have become more devastating, just like what happened in the Western Visayas. The Typhoon Odette is the strongest typhoon that hit the Philippines in 2021, according to the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, or NDRRMC, and the Department of Social Welfare and Development, or DSWD. It caused 17.7 billion pesos infrastructure damage, and 144,000 of people have been displaced. It also took 409 lives in just one typhoon. Strong typhoons like the Odette also affect some nearby non-coastal areas due to their wide range of strong winds and heavy rains. For this reason, lowland provinces like the Tarlac province, specifically the municipality of La Paz, are the most vulnerable to experience excess flooding, especially if the typhoon passes along the central Luzon. With these events, it is expected that the typhoon will be more violent as the climate change continues. The question now is, how can humans adapt to this kind of occurrences? Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Board of Judges and co-finalists. I am John Luis I. Caballo. I will present my project entitled Darohon, a proposed disaster management facility in La Paz, Tarlac. Darohon is a Visayan term for plow or to plow that is associated with process of farming. It is the first step in preparing the parcel of land intended for rice farming. This process is done by the local farmers together with a carabao. With this process, the plant, or without this process, the plant has a high chance of being withered or destroyed. Same as with the Darohon, the disaster management facility aims to prepare and protect the community from any disasters that may come in the future. The facility is designed to be efficient, adaptive, resilient, responsive to the people. These four considerations are achieved by integrating the process of farming into the design process of the project. Darohon, seed, sowing, crop growth, and fertilizer. In preparation for the parcel of land, site analysis has been conducted. The site is situated at La Paz, Tarlac. The lot is ideal for the facility for the site only experienced from low to zero level of flooding according to the flood hazard map of La Paz. These factors are considered in the planning of the facility to allow the structure in adopting the built environment of the site. The facility aims to strengthen the disaster management facilities by planting or integrating the DRRM disaster risk reduction management for thematic areas in the design concept. The prevention, preparedness, response, and recovery. These generated areas are from the framework of DRRM are applied on the plans of the facility. As the evacuees arrived at the site, they can easily see the clinic and public parking on the ground floor of the facility. The clinic is composed of ambulance bay, a clinic, a staff's area, sanitation area, and medical storage. As they walk toward the parking area, they can also see the animal shelter and rescue equipment area. In front, they can see two types of access to the building, a ramp and stairs that are both directed to the first floor of the facility. The clinic is placed on the ground floor to be easily accessed by the rescuers. The ground floor serves also as a large assortment facility or gathering place where the medical staff can separate those people who need an immediate medical assistance and those who are not. As they walk through the stairs, they are welcomed by a large wide green space, which is called an open area. As they enter the facility, they are welcomed by the receiving area. The first floor plan is also composed of various areas. On the right side, these are the service areas for receiving donations or access for evacuees. On the left side, these are the areas for utility and semi-private areas. And at the center is the evacuation area. Ramps are also serves as access to the second floor of the facility. So for the second floor plan consists of evacuation area, public comfort room, sanitation area, staff's comfort room, volunteers room, information office or mapping area, conference hall, storage or baggage area. Most of the areas in each floor are open plan. It is for the reason that in times when the disaster finally stopped, the facility can be used to create modular spaces for other activities like classrooms and many more. Since the project is a disaster management facility, it must also withstand the different natural disasters that the community is experiencing, specifically typhoons and floods. With this, eco-friendly and lightweight materials like the products from Onduline group are best for this type of structures. Starting for the roofing materials. The structure used Onduclear Thermo and Ondugreen. Onduclear Thermo is used as a roofing material in the structure. For Onduclear Thermo is a panel that maximizes the natural light while resisting the heat from the sun. Due to its lightweightness and flexibility, any form of roof can be made to resist and redirect the strong winds of the typhoon without reducing its strength. Onduline is used on the elevated platform and roofing of the structure. It also aims to reduce the dust from the strong winds, reduce severe costs during typhoons, and act as an insulation for the building. Now, Onduline products are known for its use as roofing materials, but its qualities have more to offer other than being a roof material. Onduclear pieces are another material from Onduline group that is used on a fabricated component like the multi-purpose louvers and partitions. Onduclear pieces are another material from Onduline that is used on fabricated component like multi-purpose louvers. For the building envelope, these component multi-purpose louvers are made with treated wood and angled louvers. Onduclear PC opaque and green are used in this. These multi-purpose louvers aim to reduce the pressure and redirect the winds during the typhoon. It also contributes to passive cooling and natural lighting of the building. The partitions made use of Onduclear PC as the primary material for the component. These partitions can be used inside the evacuation center or area for creating various modular spaces that can be used for different activities. Here's an example of different module or partitions. Here is the connecting partitions, and here is the small or example of enclosed space module. Starting from the preparation of land, site analysis, seed sowing, or injecting the DRRM to the design concept, crop growth, building the structural form, up to the usage of Onduline products serves as a fertilizer that protects and strengthens the structure. The Rohan Disaster Facility will surely protect and prepare the community for natural disasters that may come in the future. Kung may itinanim, may aanihin. Or in English, what you saw is what you reap. Natural disasters cannot be removed from our Earth system. It is a part of the cycle. The only thing that we need to do is to adapt and prepare, or the Rohan, for it. Just like the main vision of the Rohan, to prepare is to save lives. Again, I am John Luis Caballo with my project entitled The Rohan, a proposed disaster management facility in La Basterla. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, finalist number 1. That's John Luis Caballo for a very clear and concise presentation. Now, let's hear from our dear judges. Tonight, our finalists will be judged by these esteemed architects and engineers in the industry and even the world. Our first judge, the CEO of Lightblock, one of the pioneers of lightweight concrete in the country, CEO of Monterrazas Prime Development, and of course, big winner of the reality show PBB Unlimited. Let us all welcome Engineer Slater Young. All right.
Hello.
Engineer Slater, good evening.
Hi everyone. Kita na ba ako?
Okay, we're checking. So John Luis Caballo, get ready because right now will be the Q&A portion after your presentation. Good luck. Next up is our second judge for tonight. He has 50 years of experience in architecture and 48 years of experience in planning. He has founded, led, and managed an architecture firm which has already completed more than 1,000 cities in 79 countries and territories. Among his many awards, Forbes Asia magazine cited him as one of their 48 heroes of philanthropy in Asia. In 2017, he was awarded by the JCI Senate as one of the 3 top outstanding Filipinos. He led the first Filipino architectural firm which cited in the world's top 500 architectural firms of the World Architecture magazine. He is the principal architect, urban planner, and founder of Palafox Associates and the president and founder of Palafox Architecture Group, Inc. Let's all welcome architect Felino June Palafox Jr. Good evening, Architect Palafox.
Hi,
And
good evening, Ms. Robin. Yeah.
good evening, Architect. And lastly, everybody, we have the Principal Architect of G Works Architectural Services, Architectural Design Author of North Zen Resort, Lobok River Resort Expansion, Lobok Heritage Tourism Complex Facade Design, Lightport Center, Athara Condominium Schematics, and Regional Cultural Hub. He is also an architect consultant on planning and design for the provincial government of Bohol. Let us all welcome Architect Herman Janus Gidaben.
Evening.
All right. Right now, we will be having our first finalist number 1, John Luis Cabalu, together with our judges for the Q&A segment. Judges, take it away.
Hi, John. Thank you so much for your presentation. Ang ganda ng mga ganitong klaseng mga challenges because it asks us to actually put ourselves out there to develop that confidence of just doing talaga yung experience of doing work talaga. My question, ang ganda ng mga presentation mo, and I really like that you elevated everything so that I would assume that this is for flooding. Is there a particular reason kung bakit iniwan mo yung clinic dun sa baba instead of just elevating everything and accessing everything from the second floor to be more flood proof?
According po, can I speak in Tagalog?
Go.
According to my research po, based po from the flood hazard of La Paz, I choose the site wherein the level of flooding is not that high. So I can integrate the clinic on the ground floor, and also for the easy access of the people for it po. Like, for example, if there is an ambulance, you can just go there or directly go to the clinic and deliver the casualty or patient on the site. Yun.
Okay, can I follow? John, congratulations. Good evening. Congratulations sa presentation mo. There's just one thing that I want to let you consider, because especially this is for disaster. Were you able to consider the sustainability for power in your site? Because yeah, please.
Yeah, actually, there is a room for the utilities and generator room for as you can on the second floor. First floor plan po, I actually have that area po for the sustainability po of electricity. Since on the Typhoon Odette po, there are many people are going to on the vloggers later na nakikicharge po. Tama po ba? Opo. Yan po. So I consider it po.
Number one problem.
Opo. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for answering.
It's me now. Only one question, or I can make some comments. Yeah. Anyway, that was a compelling narrative and nicely presented. My question is, the ground floor and the first floor, the open area, doesn't seem to be. If you overlay the first floor, the handicap parking is in the green area, and there are also columns that it's a detail. There are columns that are not reflected on the first floor. That's one. And there's opportunity to rainwater harvesting. I don't know if you have that. I cannot see the handicap ramp that wheelchair ready, and also for push carts. Yeah. And what would be the alternative uses before and after disasters? These are more comments. Yeah. It's a checklist na lang. Bicycle parking, motorcycle parking, ambulance, fire truck, water station, water storage. The building we designed survived Odette in Siargao. One of it, We designed it 10% over and above the building code. And it survived and it became a water station and food station for the survivors. And then, what's your design population during peak hours capacity and real life situation? We should also have a storage facility for a pharmacy. I don't know. It may be there. I may have missed it. And yeah, sustainability power is very important also. And again, during lessons from this pandemic, we should be as much as practicable natural light and ventilation. So more comments than question. The question is your ground floor and second floor floor plate doesn't seem to, if you overlay them. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you
for that wonderful comments po. I would consider po in my future plates po. Thank you po.
Yeah, all right. Thank you for presenting and sharing your ideas. Yeah.
All right, there you have it. Thank you very much, judges, and thank you to our finalist number 1. That was John Luis Caballo. And now, without further ado, let's now welcome our second finalist, none other than Jillian Manuel.
A pleasant day to everyone. I am Jillian Manuel, and I'll be presenting to you my proposed disaster management facility entitled The Lusong. 17 of the 21 barangays of Lapas Tarlac are usually flooded when there is a disaster. And because they have no other place to go, they are forced to climb up on their rooms to have a place to stay. Hence, disaster management facility is necessary to ensure the safety of people during disaster. The site location is a flood-resistant lot located at a higher portion terrain of Barangay Rizal, Lapas Tarlac, with a size of 1,500 square meter, with a capacity of 5% evacuees from the most flood-vulnerable barangay, which is the Barangay Caot, Lapas Tarlac, where the flood level can reach higher than the human height level. We'll now proceed with the design concept. The word dalusong came from a Kapampangan word meaning alon or waves. The dalusong is derived from Lapas Tarlac, which is considered as the catch basin of flood waters from nearby towns. During heavy rains due to typhoon, Lapas Tarlac is one of the most affected areas and submerged by flood. The lusong is often going in only one direction, and usually, when it is wider, it will become and better. And all this is connected to the structure itself, where it has enough space to make circulation well. On the other hand, it also symbolizes the strength of Lapaseños. Lot of disaster may have been passed, but one thing is for sure for the Lapaseños, even if there is a strong wave that will test everyone's stability, the day will come when the waves will settle down and everything will be fine. And for the design philosophy, it is the form follows function by Luis Olivan. The structure or the shape of the whole building must be primarily based upon its intended purpose. Also, in designing a structure, one should not just place different materials or apply techniques just for its beauty. Everything that is included in the building should be related to how it will benefit the person and how it will function on the site. And for the design considerations, these are the climate, sustainability, innovation, building orientation, comfort, and safety. And for the local material use, these are the bamboo, which is the most local abundant material in La Paz. It is used as a sun buffer against the extreme sun rays. Moreover, bamboos are used in stair railings and some wall claddings in the interior. Then concrete is widely used for structural stability for the facility. It is applied on the building forms and walls. Then wood is another material applied, which is for floor finishes. Wood is a moist absorbent material which releases cooling effect in its atmosphere. And lastly, the bricks. Bricks are one of the special local materials in La Paz. These are concrete bricks with a mixture of pulverized glass and plastics. This sustainable material is applied on comfort rooms walls and floor finishes, as well as in exterior pavement. These materials are eco-friendly, which helps to decrease the countless numbers of plastics that takes long time to dissolve. We will now proceed with the site development plan. The site is located at Barangay Rizal, Tarlac, with a lot size of 1,500 square meter. The site is oriented north and is facing the west side. This site features Onduline products, which are the Onduclear PC and the Ondusolar, which is applied on the roofing. And of course, we have the animal shelter that is located at the back of the site and will accumulate domestic animals such as cats and dogs. And since agriculture is one of the chief industry of La Paz, we cannot forget about our farm animals such as the carabaos, cows, and goats. And lastly, we have the tent area and the parking area. We have here the blow-up plan of the animal shelter, where the domestic animal area has 61.6 square meters and 33.6 square meters for the farm animals. Then for the main structure, for the floor plans, upon entering the ground floor, we will be welcomed by the receiving and dining area, which also serves as a transition space between the different areas and rooms. We have here a clinic that will help and serve medical assistance to its users. Then we have here the kitchen, office, and the donation room, and a separate toilets for men and women that can be accessed by PWDs. Then we also have a battery room and a water filtration room. It is essential since water supply is an issue during disaster, especially during typhoons and flooding. And lastly, we have the stairs leading to the upper floor. Upon entering the second floor, we will again be welcomed by the receiving and seating area where there are books, newspapers, and televisions provided, so people will keep entertained and will get updated by the news. We also have balcony, toilets, and bath that are separated for men and women. Then lastly, of course, the evacuation area, which has beds for more comfortability, and it can accumulate around 130 to 140 people. We will now proceed with the elevations. The structure is 1 meter elevated from its natural ground level for health and safety purposes, reducing the possibility of insect breeding within the vicinity. And since we don't know what the future holds, we are anticipating disasters such as flooding. The structure is also a high ceiling facility, which is a great solution for good air circulation and ventilation. The west frontage of the structure has bamboo sand louvers for biseles that helps to minimize the penetration of sunlight and entering of strong winds. On western frontage as well, overhang solutions for ground floor level is also applied for sun shading and heavy rainfalls. The application of minimal windows on each facade is considered for heavy winds, and it will also help reduce the rainwater from entering the building during disaster. This facility also has clerestory windows, giving an excellent solution for energy saving and good ventilation. And lastly, for the roofing, I use curved roof since it is resistant to winds. Then for the perspectives, for the exterior, we have here the tents, the parking area for vehicles such as motorcycles, tricycles, ambulance, and cars. Then the animal shelters, the clerestory windows, and it's all over exterior view. Then for the interiors, we have the clinic, dining, and receiving area. And then the donation area, the kitchen, office, and the stairs. Then the evacuation area, the seating, the toilet and baths, and the balcony. And lastly, for the Onduline products supplied, first we have the Onduclear PC. The Onduclear PC is installed in the middle part of the roofing, and it will be a great solution to provide natural light inside the building. It also optimizes daylight transmission that enables energy savings. It is durable and can withstand disaster and extreme temperature. It is also an outstanding light transmission and UV protection, and it can last for a long time. With this quality, it is a perfect choice to use as a roofing material in any type of structure. And lastly, we have the Ondusolar Pro HC that is also applied in the roofing. renewable energy source and it is a renewable energy source and it contributes to the sustainable development. The applied on the solar is an eco-friendly product because it does not produce greenhouse gases. It also a non-polluting and it reduces energy imports. It is also modular and versatile. It can adapt to situations such as power outage during disaster. It also provides a great advantage in this facility because it could supply electricity needed when calamity happens. It is also certified to withstand severe environmental conditions. And lastly, it is a good thermal power coefficient. To sum it all up, the Dalusong or this disaster management facility is a combination of function, aesthetic, and culture. It will serve people and represent its rich town, La Paz.
Thank you very much. Finalist number 2, Jillian Manuel. Let's welcome back our judges.
Hi, Jillian. Parang naisip mo na lahat, ah. You've thought of most of the things that pati ako parang, naisip pa din niya. Ang daming mga little things that you've thought about. Ang nakita ko lang is parang kulang ng konti yung cross ventilation. I'm looking at here at the right side, left side, and rear elevation. Parang kulang siya ng or do you have a solution for this? Sorry, naka-mute ata.
I use minimal windows po since it is resistant to typhoons po. And meron po, I made a solution po, yung clear story windows po sa taas, on the upper part po. It will provide good ventilation po and good air circulation po.
Meron palang nilagay dito, no? Okay.
Yes po.
Okay. Oh. Are you okay na, Slater?
Yes, okay na. Yeah.
Okay,
check
sige. Thank you. There are three major concerns that I want you to consider, Giuliano. First, because you said that your area is quite more flooded during typhoon months. So, were you able to consider also the micro terrain of the site, even if you decided to really put it on a higher elevation? And then next also, I'm glad that you use local materials because the lesser transport that you do, the lesser carbon footprint, diba? Especially with the concrete and pavers. It's just that for your solar panels, were you able to compute, because you said that, for sustainability, for power consumption and all, you use solar power. Were you able to compute the load that you need for the whole building and the numbers of solar panels that should be placed on top of your roof? And of course, I saw one problem also on the transitory area. You only provided, I think, stairs. Did you provide some ramps? Especially that there are, in terms of emergency, you have a lot of elderly or those PWD who needed to be raised on a higher elevation also. Yeah.
I'll consider po in the further. And I provided ramp po from the natural grade level po up to the ground floor, but I did not provide a ramp po for the higher level.
Sige, thank you, Sir June.
Thank you po.
Sir, you're muted, sir.
I think you were muted.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I agree with the previous comments. Again, the natural light and ventilation and so on. And handicap ramp, it should be wheelchair ready. And also for push carts for the donations. And the windows talaga. Because during this pandemic, the hotels, the hospitals, offices, we are designing during the pandemic, cross ventilation is very important because of the virus also. You have to open them up. And in fact, the famous nurse, Nightingale, she said, patients with windows, they heal faster. Yung mga patient from walang windows, they don't heal faster. And some of the small windows are the toilets. It's better to let the light in. It's healthier. And you have it's so nice you included the animals and so on. And the water filtration,
Yes.
it's very good. And what's your design capacity? Maximum. How many people given time?
Around 130 to 140 po.
Okay.
People.
And again, my comment the previous also. Bicycle parking, motorcycle parking, ambulance parking, fire truck. You have the water filtration and so on. Yeah. Reimagine it, real life situation. Pag nangyaring disasters, there should be some flexibility. You have the solar. Did you really study the best orientation for the solar to capture the sunlight?
Yes po. It is facing the west sun po. West sun.
Yeah. Rainwater harvesting, you have it. Even on the underground, like capture the rain coming from the roof or starting from the roof. Yeah.
Yes po.
And then
Since
and then alternative uses in between disasters. These are just comments. You may have it if I might not list them out. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you po. I will consider everything po. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much to our judges. And thank you, finalist number 2, Jillian Manuel. Thank you so much, Jillian, for bravely answering the questions of our dear judges. Let us now welcome our finalist number 3, Vincent Tolentino.
And hello everyone po. Wait lang, screen share ko lang po. Yeah. So, hello again, I'm Vincent Tolentino and yeah. So we are tasked to design a prototype structure that has a big role in preparation before, management, during, and response and recovery after the calamity. And it is a barangay management facility comprising with some required spaces such as evacuation area, which will compensate to the needs of the end users. Although there is a proposed bill regarding the said structure, which was later on altered to a law, which is Republic Act 10121 or the Philippine Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Act. It is significant to provide such facility as it is the policy of the state to protect the life and property of the people and promote the general welfare. In recognition to the Philippines' vulnerability to climate change, natural and human-induced diseases, illnesses, and other factors that affect environment, other factors that affect the environment, barangay being the smallest unit of the government, being the smallest unit of government should provide immediate and temporary shelter or accommodation to the people who have been evacuated or displaced from their home due to emergency and events that present imminent danger to life and property. So before we go directly to the design, allow me first to discuss to you something that has already been a issue, yet still many before we go directly to the design, allow me first to discuss to you something that has always been an issue, yet when still are thinking that it is a hoax, even though we're evidently experiencing the effect of it, and I'm referring to global warming. We all know and we are guilty about it that human activities are driving up the Earth's temperature and fundamentally changing the world around us, and the burning of fossil fuels, continuous deforestation, improper waste management, and pollutions are drastically increased the amount of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide in the atmosphere by more than a third since the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, causing the Earth to increase its temperature at an alarming rate. And such change has consequences for our ocean, weather, food source, and our health. Warmer temperature not only causes ice sheets from polar regions to melt and spills out to the ocean, causing sea level to rise and flooding coastal regions. It also becoming the fuel or catalyst for formation of severe storms and more devastating typhoons. And as what I have said earlier, we're evidently experiencing these kinds of situation, and given that Philippines is situated at Pacific Ring and Rock Fire and facing the Pacific Ocean at the east, this situation we're experiencing is doubled. And yeah, we know how traumatizing it is to experience such devastating and extreme weather occurrence like Habagat and deadliest typhoon. And typical scenarios we're going to see are agricultural crops and down trees and lack of food supply, and ayan, devastated line and utility grid, floods, and landslide. These are some of the effects though, but we cannot blame Mother Earth with this happening, for these are just the consequences of our wrong deeds. Good thing though, humans starting to advocate others that global warming and climate change are for real issues, and if we don't act, it may cause for consequences. Promoting clean and green acts such as innovation and inventions that are eco-friendly and maximizing usage of clean and renewable energy and minimizing carbon footprints and the likes to achieve balance and sustainability. As part of the movement in the field of architecture, designers and architects are also becoming more innovative towards formulating designs, not just a value added, but treating sustainability, eco-friendly, and energy-efficient design solutions as a natural part of the structure's DNA. As a stimulus, an idea popped up and came up with the name of the project Ecoblihan. This derived from the combined prefix eco, which refers to the environment, ecology, and habitat, and the word kublihan, which is Tagalog word for refuge, which refers to a place that provides safe accommodation to shelter from pursuit, danger, and trouble. With the aim of recalibrating sustainability to design for holistic approach towards disaster management and environmental issue, this is three-story barangay disaster management facility and multifunctional structure located in Santa Rosa, Capas, Tarlac, designed to become resilient and sustainable refuge during calamities, at the same time amplifying the needs to protect nature by providing solutions that minimizes environmental impact of the structure and mitigating the practices that causes climate change. Facing the major road and having the area of 1,500 square kilometer, the structure is rectangular mass secured by rigid frames and canopied by a wavy blanket-like lightweight roofing. It was simply inspired from the random things we encounter every day, that showing how human utilizes places or things in sake of refuge and comfortability, from clouds and trees that give shades, mountains, hills, caves, house, for being our resilient shelter against environmental force, even an umbrella for protection from heat and rain, and a blanket that gives warmth during cold season. The form is a metaphorical reinterpretation of resiliency, structural soundness, refuge, and comfort translated into architectural design. As addressed a while ago, one of the main problems during calamities is immediate source of food supply and clean water. Donations are necessary, but supply can run out. Structure's main feature is providing potable water using rainwater collection and filtration facility. And for supply, well, thanks to Onduline and Onduclair PC, it is not just a typical green roof, it is a greenhouse. This is a strategic tool that can play a significant role in creation of sustainable and resilient barangay. And also, plans were designed to allow an open and flexible plan depending on the demand requirements. The methodology used is the same of those that we are typically used in construction of gymnasium and arena, wherein it is a clear span frame that allows column per interior to maximize the usage of interior spaces. This is an advantage also to requirements of the structure to be resilient and at any calamity or disaster, because it is engineered for durability and withstanding heavy load. On top of that, the column was also designed in such form to serve as a solar shading and windbreaker and allow a efficient framing for the double skin facade feature of the building. Speaking of double facade feature, the building is now capable of optimizing passive design, promoting natural ventilation and lighting. This adds up to the energy efficiency of the building. Just a real quick discussion about the exciting feature. The building uses convection current as a cooling and breathing apparatus. The hot carbon dioxide air from the interior will be sucked up upward and goes directly to the greenhouse through the cavities of the double skin facade connected to the greenhouse. The carbon dioxide-rich air will be then used by plants to make food in the process of photosynthesis, and the waste product oxygen which has been cooled, will be pushed downward. The air and the ones that were sucked up from the outside will be the supply of natural oxygen and provide natural ventilation for the end users. Aside from the form concept, the shape of the roof allows the destructive southwest monsoon to pass through smoothly while allowing the cool amihan to be absorbed. The curvature form also allows efficient aerodynamics, which minimizes the chances of detaching. The design used engineering lattice framing for the skeleton, which is directly connected to the main structural support. The main covering, on the other hand, is a Onduclair PC translucent corrugated polycarbonate group, which is a thermoplastic lightweight and resilient material which, due to its inherent pliable character, she's perfect for bending and ideal for curvature proofing. Yet there is no degradation and still maintains its durable, shatterproof, and making it the best ideal material for crowning glory of the structure. One of the problems during typhoon is the supply of fuel and electricity, as promoting the sustainability, energy efficiency, and environmental friendly approach, which will be possible by maximizing the usage of clean and renewable energy. On the solar hybrid system, wind anemometer and biogas will be used to supply the electricity of the structure. This structure caters area which facilitates a significant role during calamities where zone based according to the space relation and operation. The ground floor is publicly engaging and operational, such as evacuation center that caters.
Thank you. Finalist number 3, Vincent Tolentino. Let's welcome back our judges.
Sorry. Kino ko lang sa tayo.
Yan, okay lang. Hinga muna.
Naghahabol.
This is more of a comment than a question, no? Itong design na yung overhang na polycarbonate na pina-overhang, we actually have this exact style of design here in Cebu na tinawagan kami about a week after na can you repair our warehouse na ganito yung design kasi lumipad like a kite. So that little overhang at the end, that's very likely na dun kakapit yung hangin and it's gonna rip it off. Second is the polycarbonate na nasa taas. I feel like the truss and the framing design also can be a little bit more grounded in reality kasi kulang pa just by looking at it parang lilipad talaga to sa bagyo. So yeah, just that small comment.
Yeah. Hi, Vincent. Thank you for presenting. No, there are good points and some points to reconsider. Good thing that Slater actually pointed that out, the form of the roof structure. But I want to go on the interiors. It's more of why did you consider to use elevator than a ramp? Which is elevator uses more electricity, and then secondly, good thing that your solar panels are facing south because that should be the orientation. It's just that you have to make sure that your roof structure is really capable of handling the load of the solar panels, especially that you have to compute the load usage, especially for the building, and you actually was able to stipulate all the sustainability concepts, no, one by one. But what I was trying to find was, or to look for, was it should be reflected in the plan that what you were stating. And one example of that is especially your water tank and your all the water collection and was on the rooftop, but it is on the opposite side of the toilets, diba? Your toilets is on the other side. So, all of those things, hopefully, you were able to consider while doing the interior. So it's not really mostly lang on the facade and on the architecture, but the function is very important. Okay?
Okay, po,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you po. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, amen to the comments, and thanks for sharing it also. Thank you. Very compelling narrative, but as stated, translating it into the built form, somehow it's lacking. Translating it to the built form, the goals, objectives, the vision, your compelling narrative. Like for instance, this is supposed to be an evacuation area. What's the percentage of the evacuation area? You provided so many functional rooms, but it seems in relative terms, the evacuation floor area is very small. I don't know what's the capacity of that. And you may have over-provided on the admin office, conference room, planning office, training and seminars. Maybe it's oversupplied that and undersupplied for the evacuation area. And the roof deck is a bonus floor. And if you look at your site plan, I think your building footprint is only 35-40%. And you have so much green area. Maybe the food production, doon na lang on the green spaces. And again, instead of just parking for cars and vehicles, ambulance and bicycles, motorcycles, and so forth. The narrative is very good. And
Yes, sir.
there are other things to consider, which I already stated in my first comment. Yeah, good. Thank you. And the comments we have, in fact, for me, it's not even a big part of my adjudication. Oh, these are comments for you may want to develop this further, like your plumbing. They should be aligned. They should be aligned. Your plumbing, sanitary engineering, they should be aligned vertically. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
And the roof flying off, we have experienced that. Yeah, so we have to do a lot
Thank you po, sir.
retrofitting, disaster.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you po. Thank you po. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, judges, and thank you, finalist number 3, Vincent Tolentino. That was just our first 3 finalists, everybody. We still have 2 more coming right up. But before we proceed with the last 2, it's time to give out prizes again for all of you. So let's play our second game tonight, Say It the OP Way. Let's check out our mechanics. Don't forget, of course, like and follow Onduline Philippines Facebook and Instagram accounts. Guess the Onduline products based on the gibberish provided. Wait for our signal Onduline in the comment section. And the first participant to type in the correct answer plus their Instagram handles will win. Again, same as our first game, very important. We will consider the answers posted after we post the word Onduline and after I say Onduline, go. Now, our prize for this Onduline Architect Notebook and a very cute Onduline tumbler. All right, everybody. First question. Ready? Your hands. B2Lin. Onduline, go. B2Lin, B2Line. What is the correct word? Okay, don't forget to add your Instagram handles. What is the correct answer? Let's see. The correct answer is Vitulin. Vitulin. Congratulations to Jonah Monterde. Congratulations, Jonah. Question number 2. What is it? Onduline, go. What is the correct word with the correct spelling? Okay? Correct spelling, everybody. Do we have a winner? What is the correct answer? Let's check it out. The correct answer is, of course, Onduclair. Onduclair. Congratulations to Athena Loy Rabina. Congratulations. Number 3. Let's check it out. Onduline, go. Okay. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and on Instagram, everybody. We have a winner for our third. Already, we have, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is, of course, none other than Ondu Villa. Congratulations to Sophia Danis Manalili. Congratulations. So far, we have 3 female winners. Guys, come on. 4th question. 4th word. This is very easy. Onduline, go. Coming up right next, we still have 2 more finalists for their presentations. What is the correct answer? Do we have a winner? Let's check this out. Winner number 4. Okay, correct answer. Let's reveal it. Correct answer is, of course, Onduline, everybody. Congratulations. Still a female. Ira Joyce Guades. And our last for this game. Let's check it out. Onduline, go. You guys are fast. To all the winners for our games, we'll be getting in touch with you for your prizes. Don't forget to add your Instagram handle. Finally. Okay, what is the correct answer? Correct answer is Isolide. There you guys have it. Congratulations. Of course, finally, a guy. Congratulations, Ivan De Guzman. Congratulations to all of our winners. Game will be getting in touch with you for your prizes. Again, congratulations to our lucky game winners. To those who are not as lucky to win from our games tonight, don't worry, because we still have 10 raffle winners later tonight. Just don't forget to like and follow us on Onduline Philippines on Facebook and on Instagram. All right, everybody, let's get down to business. Last 2 presentations from our finalists tonight. Right now, let's check out what our next finalist has to show. Let's all welcome our finalist number 4, Jerry May Gummy. Hello, Jeremy. You're up.
So the Philippines is known as one of the most disaster-prone countries in the world since it is located along the Pacific Ring of Fire and the Typhoon Belt. According to an article by Future Learn, the country experiences 20 typhoons per year on average. To recognize this matter of vulnerability of the country to the natural and human hazards, the government of the Philippines ordained the Philippine Disaster Risk Reduction Management Act of 2010. A pleasant evening to everyone. This is Jeremy Gamit and I'll be presenting a proposed multi-purpose disaster management facility. So the likas is a Tagalog word for to evacuate, which is the purpose of the project. So to start with, the statement of the problem. The Philippine Disaster Reduction and Management Act, or RA 10121, changed the policy climate in the way the country responds to disasters from reactive to proactive. Through the establishment of the National Disaster Risk Management Framework, this law provides a comprehensive, all hazards, multi-sectoral, interagency, and community-based approach to disaster risk management. Moreover, the Act mandates that the formation of the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, or DRRMO, in every province, city, and municipality, and a Barangay Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Committee, or BDRRMC, in every barangay. For the building form and character, the facility is an octagonal shape in consideration to the shape and area of the site, and by that reason, it provides more usable indoor spaces. It also influenced by the tropical solution, such as cross ventilation, which requires less active system usage, and also by maximizing the natural light and ventilation through windows and exterior design. The Likas Disaster Facilities building character is the product of modern-day materials and tropical solution with modern forms. For the philosophy, a statement of Mario Pei and states that the good architecture lets nature in. For the design consideration that is to follow are accessibility, capacity, sanitation, tropical solution, durability, and utilization of products, which are Onduline products. So for the design objective, to establish a sustainable disaster management facility on a specific barangay that can withstand typhoon and flood, to utilize durable and sustainable materials and Onduline products, to offer a multi-purpose functions during ordinary times and crisis, to establish a disaster-resilient facility with enough size to accommodate a big number of people with segregated and clean restrooms for males and females, to provide an accessible facility recognizing the basic needs of people with or without disabilities, to provide a functional facility in consideration to the climate without compromising the visual appeal of the proposed project. And for the primary materials that are to be discussed further later on are Onduline Classic, Ondusolar, and a concrete. So as seen on the vicinity map, the site is at the Barangay Partida Dos in the municipality of Gimba of Nueva Ecija province. Its population as determined by 2020 census was 795. This represented 0.62% of the total population of Gimba. The site is seen to be along the common road and is also beside a school. This gives strength for accessibility and convenience to the community. Shown in the site development plan is a parking area with 8 car slots, seating area on each corner in front, and a variety of food crops around the building. The front setback is 8 meters and 5 meters in each remaining side. Looking at the roof, Ondusolar are being used and also the rainwater harvesting or collection system tank is provided. According to the study for rainwater harvesting for drinking in rural area, it is a good source for potable purposes when properly maintained rooftop catchment system is applied. In the space planning, the natural flow of people is emphasized, as well as the hierarchy of spaces suggested by Newman. Looking at the zoning and layout, the building is divided into 3 floors. First floor is composed of receiving area, clinic, evacuation area, while the second floor has evacuation area and kitchen. Lastly, on the third floor, the donation area or preparation for donation area and offices, utility, supply, and storage are located. So for the capacity, the room for standing or sitting in disaster event for less than 72 hours is at 1 to 1.5 square meters per person, while for the extended displacement of more than 72 hours is about 3 square meters per person. The proposed project can shelter more than 520 evacuees in times of disaster. For the first floor, the BP 344 is considered as it has ramps on both sides in front of the structure for PWD, together with main stairs, since the finished floor level is elevated. The receiving area, stairs, and ramps are located in the front portion. The stairs are on the left, while the ramp is on the opposite side. The first floor also has CR for male, female, and PWD. The remaining area is supposedly used as evacuation area. Fire exits also located at the rear portion of each floor level for service stairs for easy access. For the second floor, the stairs are at the left side, while the kitchen, storage, and pantry are in the front portion. The evacuation area can be converted to a dining area for at least 210 people. The ramp is seen as to go until second floor level only. The second floor also has CR for male, female, and PWD. Upon reaching the third floor, there is a male and female CR, utilities, meeting room, storage, and area for the preparation of donations. Upper floors have corridors to achieve exterior circulation and, of course, serves as passageway. So that's it for the floor plans. Since the proposed project is aiming to consider being sustainable development, there are key disaster mitigation design features introduced. First is the rainwater harvesting. Second is the roof ridge ventilation that act as wind outlet or tower, a good technology to recognize the process called convection, which states that hot water rises and cold air sinks. Next on the list is the natural light and cross ventilation through the use of jalousie windows, and also the utilization of corridors is seen to promote the said design feature. This character of the building may also be useful in achieving the exterior circulation. Typhoon and flood resistance can also be reached through Onduline products and elevated finished floor level. The fire exit stairs or service stairs is on the list, as well as the building shape which discussed a while ago. And lastly, the solar panel. In the present time, there is an abundance of tools, technology, and materials that promotes green architecture. Here's to recognizing the Onduline, which offers eco-friendly and quality products. Onduline is a global leader in lightweight roofing solution. Its products are asbestos-free, composed of recycled fibers, and use natural pigment for colorations. So Onduline products are Ondusolar, Onduline, Onduclair, PC, Ondugree, Onduvilla, Onduglass, Onduline Classic. So, but the focus here is on the Onduline products used in the proposed project, the Onduline Classic and Ondusolar. So, according to architect Miguel Guerrero on his talk about sustainable roof, the criteria for roof in the country are as follows: cool, non-toxic for rainwater collection, durable, acoustic, locally available, lightweight, materials used if it can be reused or recycled. So fortunately, the Onduline Classic has all of these criteria since it is a lightweight vitamin corrugated roofing sheet made by recycled cellulose fibers. It also finished with a color, pigment, and resin impregnation process, which is for excellent color retention and enhanced UV resistance. So the next slide provided 4 elevations in order to show the design and utilization of materials. The elevation from the natural ground line up to finished floor level is 1.4 meter as of flood prevention measure, and in consideration the location which experiences an 85 centimeter of flood in rainy season, specifically in strong typhoon. For the color palette, a light colored polished concrete was used to complement the dark color used for accent walls and bristle. As seen in the front elevation, the roof overhangs is visible with a measurement or with a measure of 2 meters. The use of jalousie windows is also evident on every side of the structure, as well as the bamboo bristle. So tempered glass doors are also utilized, and they, together with the window, are treated with tints to minimize the possible debris breakout when the glass breaks. So to be able to achieve sustainable development, the structure must respond to the needs of the present, considering the ability of the response to the future necessities. So this concludes their presentation. Again, this is Jeremy Gamit with a project entitled Likas Multipurpose Disaster Management Facility.
Thank you very much. Finalist number 4, Jerry May Gamit. Let's welcome back our judges. Engineer Slater, I think you're muted.
Hi, Jerry.
Hello po.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Alam naman natin mga these types of concepts and the effort that's being put into these types of presentations. No? Very, very quick comments lang on what I can see right here na mabilisan lang. For example, yung roof ridge vent, this is just a small comment for the future, baka magamit mo. Ito talaga yung palagi namin nire-repair nung Typhoon Odette. Yung ridge na yun is where kumakapit talaga si Typhoon and hinihila yung structure. Kahit Onduline pa yung ginamit natin and we say typhoon proof, but if your structure nahihila, mahihirapan tayo. Lilipad talaga siya. So it's something that you may consider maybe having a design there na it's more structurally sound in that area. Second is, although you have tempered glass on those big panels, if this is designed talaga, for me, my opinion, if this is designed talaga to be typhoon resilient, I would have preferred yung bamboo facade na nilagay mo, nasa likod yung panel na yun, yung glass panel na yun, para at least kung may mga debris man natatama talaga, dun muna sa bamboo na facade versus the one at the back. Also, I can see that there's very little parking and mukhang mahirap to go in and out, especially with the diagonal parking. So that may be something to consider. And lastly, yung donations at the third floor area. We did a relief here sa Cebu, and these are truckloads of bigas, canned goods, sobrang mabigat, that you have to haul all the way to the third floor. So you may need to consider that in your design, maybe putting it in the ground floor or maybe having some access na medyo hindi mahihirapan to move things up and down. That's it.
Hey, thank you, Jerry, for your presentation. The same with my comment with the other presenters. I just want you to be very honest on the way you deliberate your concepts, which should be reflected really on your plans. First is you were talking about rainwater harvesting, diba? And it's good that you really considered it, but I was actually looking for the downspouts. I haven't seen the downspouts. Where would the rainwater would go if you will collect them? And it's good that you considered, because especially during disasters there will be a lot of problems with water supply and all like that. So I hope you have to really put it in your plan. And one more thing na lang is on your toilet, because it's an evacuation center. I haven't seen any showers, or diba? You have to provide showers in your toilet, because people would stay, I don't know, 2 days, 3 days, sometimes 1 week. So you have to consider that. We've experienced it in Bohol So I hope all of these things you could consider later on your designs. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for the tips po.
Yeah. I agree with the comments, like the parking, how many cars lang yan. Maybe use that parking lang for the ambulance parking and bicycle and motorcycles. The cars would be off-site na lang. The comments and the donations, third floor, we don't even have a ramp going to the third floor. How about the push carts and the wheelchairs and so on? And I agree also that very compelling narrative, but translating it into the building form, parang there's a big disconnect. And then you are near a river. If you check with the Project NOAA, this might have higher flooding. And for climate change, sea level rise, which we're doing 7 new cities right now, research tell us most of our rivers will overflow by 4 meters high. So you may want to check, all of you, with the Project NOAA. They have a disaster mapping, flooding, and other disasters. Also with the volcanologists. Since it's good you show the coordinates, so easily we can find the location. And what else can I say here? You heard my previous comments anyway. I don't have to repeat it. And this is what they call it, task refuge. Make sure this will be the last building standing with a major disaster. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the tips and advices. I will really consider it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Jerry.
you, judges. And thank you, finalist number 4, Jerry Maygami. All right, that was our 4th finalist, Jerry Maygami. Now, down to our last tonight, let's all welcome finalist number 5, Matthew Adriano.
Good day, everyone, architects, engineers. My name is Macho Adriano, presenting to you my entry in Sustainable Disaster Management Facility entitled Kaluban. Here is the conceptual sheet. Here's the overall conceptual sheet of the project. First, the conceptual inspiration of this project came from the part of rice plant called leaf sheet, or in Tagalog, kaluban, which holds the rice plant leaf. In applying the design inspiration, the concept kaluban is made out of steel and attached in columns to the roof frames that will support and holds on the villa roofing during typhoon or strong winds. Moving on to the Onduline products, the roof design of the building is in curved manner to resist wind and have low maintenance. It is installed on the villa roofing that is clay tile look for aesthetic purposes, easy to install, provide thermal comfort, good acoustical performance, and is made of recycled materials. Second one, on the solar panels are also installed in the design, incorporated to maximize the usage of clean energy and be conducive enough to the general structure of the project. The Pastar Lock has always been prone to calamity, especially flooding. Thus propose disaster-proof evacuation center considers the selection of site. As based on research and additional information from the community of Rizal, their barangay has higher topography and have minimal flooding in the area than the other barangays such as Balanoy, Caut, San Roque. That will be an also advantage in constructing design solution of the project. Henceforth, the selected site has an easy evacuation access for all nearby barangays that was mentioned. In analyzing the site, the selected site is along 12-meter wide road and green lands in rear, right, and left side of the site. Moving on to the design considerations. First one, accessibility for an easy access of in different spaces. Green architecture, design a responsive building. Adaptability, as I said earlier, Barangay Rizal have minimal flooding during typhoon. This consideration also plays important role to the structure because we must be aware to the past, present, and future in designing a responsive building. Aesthetic and function, the beauty and function must also have chemistry. Next, consider the building laws and codes, and lastly, a secured environment. Moving on to the design solutions. First, passive cooling. The building design includes ventilation using metal louvers to lessen heat gain and have better airflow inside the building. Use of metal louvers instead of glass window to avoid damage or harm to the evacuees and people during typhoon or earthquake. Next, the use of lead rubber bearing. This utilizes the seismic waves to endure massive earthquakes. Lastly, for the design solutions, the structure is elevated by 400 by 400 millimeters reinforced concrete column to prevent flooding coming in the spaces. Jumping on the site development plan, the plan has public entrance adjacent with pedestrian lane. Next, the rescuer's driveway is along the highway for an easy access during emergency. Also, it has vehicle entrance in northwest side and 5-meter wide driveway at level 1 for quick access of vehicle and donation delivery vehicle in unloading of relief goods to the donation storages and to vehicle exit. In addition, the site is stopped with vegetation and driveway is installed with permeable pavers to absorb water and avoid saturations. Moving on to the floor plans. Level floor plan has stairs and a ramp access, multipurpose space, donation storages, rescuer's office, fire exit, stairs, rescue supply storages, rescue boat space, 2 rescue truck parking space, main stairs, driveway. Here's the perspective view for the stairs and ramp access going to level 2 floor plan. Multipurpose space, parking space po. The driveway. Moving on to the second floor plan, it has stairs and ramp access, sanitation booth, sleeping area, main stairs, clinic, women's toilet and bath, men's toilet and bath, fire exit stairs, hotline centers, kitchen with storage and service stairs, and hallway. Here is the sanitation booth on the main entrance. Sleeping area. The sleeping area have 3 deck bed placed to maximize the space inside. Furthermore, the capacity of people will go around 700 to 750 people. Next, the clinic. Then proceed to the level 3 floor plan. We have a sleeping area, main stairs, women's toilet and bath, men toilet and bath, fire exit stairs, mechanical room, multipurpose room, storage, kitchen with storage and service stairs. Proceeding to the elevations, the structure is 3-story high with a total height of 14.8 meters. The material finishes include Onduvilla roofing, metal louvers, white raw concrete, and walnut brick brisole that allows the provision of wind and natural lighting. Here you can see the rendered elevation of the front view. On the same with rear elevation, it has same materials. the rendered elevation of the rear view, right side elevation. On the right side elevation are the Kaluban concept and the logo design that gave the structure its own identity. This side of elevation shows that Barangay Rizal is a progressive community as it is one of the rice growers in the municipality of La Paz. The rendered elevation of right side view. Same with left side elevation and the rendered elevation. Proceeding to the perspectives, the first one, second one, and the aerial perspective featuring the Ondo Villa and the Ondo solar panels. And lastly, as Norman Foster said, as an architect, you design for the present with an awareness of the past for a future which is essentially unknown. Because in designing structure or building, we must consider the future events to embrace adaptability that will create best outcomes that will benefit people together with the environment. Again, I'm Macho Adriano with my project entitled Kaluban. Thank you po.
Thank you, finalist number 5, Matthew Adriano. Let's welcome back our judges.
Matthew,
hello
thank you so much. Sa lahat ng mga design na nakita ko today, ito yung pinaka gusto ko in terms of structure. Ito yung very straightforward, walang masyadong drama. It's built to withstand the elements talaga using metal louvers, using the lead rubber bearings. Ang isa lang na sa nakita ko just from the elevations is because you're using all metal louvers around, yes, you get ventilation. But baka magiging sobrang dilim yung spaces inside. There's no light coming in. You may want to consider, without affecting yung durability, you may want to consider yung Onduline na PC, yung polycarbonate nila. That's actually used as a storm barrier or yung mga pang-board up nila sa typhoon. So that is something that you may want to consider also. So far, from the presentation, yun lang yung comments ko.
Thank you po, sir.
Also, wala parang ramp going up the other levels.
Sir, my answer to that question po, PWDs or the person with disabilities are the priority in the second level po. Yun.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Matthew.
Hello po.
Yeah. Good thing that you considered putting a ramp, but were you considering also the perfect slope for the ramp? Please check your ramp because, as you know, based on the pictures or the presentation, the stairs and the ramp are almost of the same slope. Please check the slope because it is a mortal sin to design a type of ramp which is almost the same with the slope of a stair. You might just injure, those using the ramps. And you're putting solar. I hope you consider where the battery storage are, and I hope you considered also the load usage of the solar panels to make it more usable, diba? For its purpose. And there are good points also that you utilize 3 deck beds because to maximize a lot more people to accommodate, and of course the flow of traffic, which is one way. So at least you don't have to. There's no so much movement, so it's just one way, and it's very important in loading, emergency and donations. Yeah, yun lang. I think please check your ramp.
Yes, po, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with the comments. My concern, my issue here is the minimal use of windows. especially with COVID-19. We should really maximize natural light and cross-ventilation. That's one. And I could not see the ramps. I must have missed it. And we did not raise from the ground. And this might be a area liable to flooding. And you might consider. In fact, Le Corbusier, the great architect in the past century, all his buildings are do not touch the ground, elevated siya. Le Corbusier, and he says that's healthy buildings and let the earth breathe. And Hippocrates, 400 BC, the Greek physician, our buildings should be designed like healthcare facilities. And for us architects, how we could make it aesthetically pleasing. And of course, the structural soundness and so on. And you are the last presenter. Yeah.
Yes po, sir. I think po, sir.
Yeah. So disaster, we designed actually the disaster preparedness training in New Clark City. And there are 18 kinds of disasters. 8 natural and 10 man-made disasters. So it's not just flooding and earthquake. And again, with the sea level rise, with climate change, sea level rise, I think we really have to elevate our buildings, especially in areas that are liable to flooding. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you po, sir. Thank you po.
Yeah.
Thank you po, thank you po.
I just want to say something before we go. Baka wala na tayong opportunity to say something. Of all the contestants na nag-submit ng presentation nila, I just want to say na kami when we work with these types of projects, ang dami namin nag-iisip, tumitingin, there's structural engineers, there's MEPF professionals, a lot of people are actually looking at it. So itong mga comments namin, hopefully you don't get disheartened. These are just like spoken from experience, but in reality, ang dami talagang tumitingin to help you make sure that you don't miss out on anything. So please don't discourage by our comments and criticisms.
Yeah, if I may share, we designed in a big earthquake in Bamiran, our funding clients required us to design the 11 school buildings for an earthquake that never happened, intensity 10. Then another, after a very big earthquake in Kathmandu. Our client actually is Chuchi Foundation, based in Taiwan. The master founder told me, a hospital, a university, and 3 schools, design them for 40 generations, 1,000 years. In our country, when I talk about 100 years, people are very skeptical. So it's really very challenging. And as Engineer Slater said, so many are involved. In fact, in Dubai, we did a lot of work in Dubai, there's a first set of consultants, then another set of peer design consultants, another set of peer design consultants to review the peer design consultants. Kasi Sheikh Mohammed, the ruler of Dubai, he always wants zero defect. Like the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, or the Palm Islands. And in our practice then, at Palafox, we'd rather see our mistakes in paper than see them in concrete. And it's 90% less expensive to address the hazard before they become disasters, aside from saving more human lives. Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity to share and the opportunity to adjudicate. I'm learning also from my fellow judges. And thank you, Onduline. Thank you.
Thank you po.
All right. Thank you very much, judges. And thank you, finalist number 5, Matthew Adriano. And to all our 5 finalists for this year's Onduline Philippines Sustainable Community Design Contest University Edition, thank you for your commitment and showcasing your talents tonight. Okay, right now, before we proceed to another exciting segment of our evening, which is going to be our raffle draw. First of all, I think we will be needing to have a group picture with everybody. So right now, I'd like to request all of you to please open your cameras as we take a virtual group photo op together with the judges. All right, everybody, all smiles for the camera. Finally, I'm seeing faces. All right, everyone, all smiles. Wow, we truly have a lot of students here, huh? Architects, engineers, and future architects. We have all of you right here with us tonight. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for spending your Friday evening with us. Of course, our judges as well. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your expertise. We have engineers Later Young, architect Palafox, and architect Gidaben. Thank you so much for adjudicating tonight. All right, I think we're done. We're done with our virtual group photo op. Once again, thank you to our judges and thank you to all of our finalists tonight. We are all excited. Who will be our first Onduline Philippines Young Sustainable Architect awardee? We'll know that in a bit. But first, a huge congratulations again to all of our finalists already. You've gone this far. You've passed the grueling Q&A segment with the best of the best in the industry. And now, while they tabulate the scores, we also give out prizes to all of you, to our audiences right now. On duty din, syempre, si Onduline tonight to shower all of you with so much prizes. So right now, it's time for our raffle draw. Winning 10 Onduline notebook. 10 raffle winners, 10 lucky winners will receive a very nice Onduline notebook. We'll get in touch with you for your prizes. Who are these lucky people? We'll get to know them right now. All right. Random names. Congratulations, Stephanie Enriquez, Lovelyn Vi Cabonilas, Fablin De Torres, Jane Rose Assis, and Nell Orestilia. Congratulations. That will be our first batch. Second batch coming right up. Our next five. That was a fast raffle draw, huh? Next five, Bryant Pongol, Roque, Dolly Maghanoy, Noreen Tagonon, Dennis Balatbat, and Erica Jane Tigas. Congratulations. Raffle winners, please wait for our email on how to claim your prizes. Again, congratulations to these lucky names. All right. Ito na ang pinakahihintay ng lahat. Before we announce the winners, let us first congratulate, of course, these students who were able to enter the top 10 along with their 5 finalists earlier. I'd like to mention congratulations as well to Christian Muli, Kay Cruz, Ira Lynn Laksumana, James Bondoc, and Alexis Galas. A virtual round of applause to part of our top 10 finalists tonight. You each win a Wacom Creative Pen tablet. Congratulations. And you know what, everybody? Wow, the selection process is very, very tough. And more than that, thank you for being tough too with your entries. You all reflected very dynamic and powerful presentations. Our judges had a hard time selecting. And with that, all of you 5 were part of the top 10 finalists. You also win the University Contest Consolation Prize, which is the Wacom Top Tablet. And of course, right now, eto na. I know the night is getting late already, but nandito na talaga tayo sa napaka-exciting na part. First of all, I'd like to congratulate and thank all of the amazing students who joined our university contest, and to all the students who are here tonight to support their friends, and to our judges for sharing their expertise and carefully evaluating the entries we have. I know it's tough. We have so many bright minds here. So from the bottom of our hearts, a huge thank you to all of you. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Okay, everybody, let's get this on and reveal our winners. Actually, I have them right here. Our 4th placer. Everybody, are you guys ready? I know everybody's ready. placer. Congratulations, Jerry May Gamit. Round of applause. Jerry May, you won a Wacom Creative Pen tablet. Congratulations, Jerry May. Next up, coming in third place. Congratulations to Vincent Tolentino. Congratulations, Tolentino. You've won a NYX Mini 2 color sensor. A round of virtual applause for Vincent. Congratulations, Vincent. And now, wow, our second placer will win a laser measure range finder. Our second placer. Congratulations to none other than Matthew Adriano. Matthew. All right, and now the first name that I will mention is our grand champion who will receive an iPad Air. The second name that I will mention is going to be our first placer who will receive a Yasen Professional Cutter Plotter. All right, again, grand champion is what I will be mentioning first, and our first placer will be mentioned next. Onduline team, they will be awarding your prizes personally. All right, listen very carefully. Next up, congratulations. Our Young Sustainable Architect 2022 is none other than John Luis Caballo. Congratulations, John. And of course, our first placer, congratulations as well to Jillian Manuel. Congratulations, Jillian. All right, everybody. Congratulations, everyone. A big virtual round of applause to all of our winners. Thank you so much for dedicating your talents in this year's university-wide contest, courtesy of Onduline Philippines. To our top 10 finalists, our team will contact you via email or Viber on how to claim your prizes. And make sure to please keep your lines open. All right, everybody, thank you again and congratulations to all of you. This has been a great night filled with new learnings and fun. And again, thanks as well to our dear guests, architects, students, and engineers. Of course, this year's Sustainable Community Design Contest University Edition won't be complete without you, our amazing students, and of course, our dear judges, Architect June Palafox, Engineer Slater Young, and Architect Gidaben. Thank you so much. Now, before we enter a great weekend, for more updates, please don't forget to follow us at Onduline Philippines on Facebook and at Onduline_PH on Instagram. Wow, okay, we're ending this Friday already. Here is to a more sustainable world and quality on duty, everybody. This has been your host, Robin Ambayan. Happy Friday and stay safe, everyone.
May nabalitaan na po kami na may parating na bagyo na super typhoon. Pag bagsak talaga ng malakas na hangin, kala ko matapos na yung mundo kasi nilipad lahat ng bubong namin.
I've been living in the Philippines for about 20 years now. I'm working here for the resort right now, but used to work in Cebu as well for 19 years and moved to Siargao like 3 years ago. Yeah, we saw it coming actually. So we are like watching the typhoon track for 5 days before typhoon. And you're getting prepared for it.
Kailangan daw kami mag-evacuate kasi nga daw mas malakas daw yung udit na typhoon.
And first we were happy to be alive. because we thought we would not make it anymore. But when we came back the next day, early morning, we saw the whole place devastated. And it was like, it was very emotional, very hard to see it this way. But we say, okay, let's stand up again and let's find ways to make it happen again. So from day one, we thought, okay, we are down, but when you're down, you can rise again.
Akala ko doon na magwakas yung mundo na kasama ko pamilya ko.
Akala namin kung abot pa yun ng gabi, wala na kami lahat dito sa sa Siargao.
Pasalamat talaga kami na parang inanuhan talaga kami ng Panginoon.
Mga isang buwan, di pa namin yun matanggap na ganun pa pangyayari.
And when we came back from the evacuation center, we came back here, and the only roof still alive was Onduline. So it's a no-brainer. If you want to rebuild, we go for Onduline for that.
Nung sinabi na magbigay ng Onduline, sabi ko, ano ba yung Onduline?
Salamat din ako kay Sir Vince na nagbibigay kasi hindi kami makabili niyan kasi mahal yan dito.
It's easy to install, it's fast to install, there's no corrosion. When it rains, you don't hear the rain underneath. When it's very hot, you don't feel the heat underneath. So it has a lot of characteristics that are better than any other roof sheets.
Sabi namin, ay ang swerte-swerte namin kasi sabi nga ng iba, ay ang hirap hanapin ng Onduline tapos binigay lang pala sa inyo.
Ginamit namin yung Onduline, sobrang gaan po. Madali lang talaga siyang ikabit kaysa yero. Mas gusto namin yung Onduline.
Philippine trait is quite a unique trait, I have to say. I mean, the Filipinos are very passionate, very dedicated, and happy people, I have to say. Basically, if you compare Filipinos to Europeans, I can say that Europeans are about the money, so you're happy if you have the money. Filipinos happy anyhow. Money or no money, they just find ways to make things happen, and they're happy as they are.
Napakalakas na ng hangin pero hindi pa po tumatama ang sentro ng bagyo dito sa bahagi ng Tacloban.
The Philippines is no stranger to the strongest typhoons. Times like these, we need to stay at home under one reliable roof that will protect you and your family. A shield that values your business. Onduline sheets, made by the worldwide leader in light roofing. Onduline has been protecting lives and investments for over 75 years. Onduline is Filipinos' reliable roof partner in any season. It can withstand typhoons and wind speeds up to 260 kilometers per hour. It reduces noise on heavy rains, giving you a comfortable and quieter home, conducive for working and learning. A non-ferrous product that can resist corrosions, making it 100% rust-free. Suitable for coastal homes and establishments. A weatherproof protection made with global standards. Uncompromised quality that values and protects your investment. Have a better sleep at night knowing that you are protected. For your roofing needs, Onduline on duty.